Hi, it's Amanda Cassar, and I am back with a little bit more information for you on the early release of super measure that the government has brought out. I want to go through what's the good, the bad, and the ugly of this little regime that they've brought out to be able to help people. Now, the facts are that the money is able to be taken $10,000 from the 20th of April through to the 30th of June this year, and then again from the July to September quarter next year, totaling $20,000. Now, the money is tax-free and will not impact Centrelink payments. So it sounds really great. And for those who are in dire financial situations, perhaps where both of members of a couple are not working, singles who have no access to income, this is an absolute godsend for those who need it. So for those who might or might not, or just be thinking about it, what are some of the other things that you need to consider about whether you will or won't access this measure? One of the things is you are actually going to be robbing from your future self. Now, that probably sounds really strange, but superannuation is to take care of our future selves, us in 20, 30 years, whenever it is that retirement is looming. So our wages are to take care of us now, and when we can, put away for our future self. But superannuation is completely for us in the future. Now, taking $10,000 out now, say you're 25, could be robbing you at retirement of up to $58,000 when you've got the benefit of compound interest working for you for the next 40 years. It's nearly triple the money that we're talking about that won't be available in your superannuation on retirement. Now, that obviously reduces as you get older, but we are talking about substantial amounts of money that won't be there for us. Now, look, if you absolutely need that money now, that's what this measure is for, that you can access this to continue to live. So what would be, some questions also that you need to ask? I've just got a little list here that I want to refer back to, because you may be going, well, what are my other options? If I don't have that money, what can I do? So one of the first things is, if you're destitute and desperate, have a chat with a financial counsellor and see if they have any ideas for you. But one of the first ideas usually is to get control of your numbers. Some people call it a budget, some call it a spending plan, but knowing what you basically need in your life to get up and make ends meet every day, every week, every pay period is really important. So understanding what has to go out, and if you can or can't cover that with whatever form of income you have, is really important. So let's have a quick sticky at some other options that you have available. Negotiating with your landlord is an option. Talking to loan providers. If it's possible, going to an interest-only loan. Look, I'm going to cover off on all of these separately in different videos, so we'll be looking at the pros and cons of these as well. But I think firstly, understanding what's available. Now, in the notes to this, I'll be putting the fact sheets on early access to superannuation from the ATO, the Financial Planning Association, so you can read through and really get up to speed on what it means for you personally. You do have to still do your application through the ATO MyGov site. They will be managing all of this, so you don't need to contact your superannuation provider. Also note, this isn't available until the 20th of April, so there's no point getting all excited about it for another nearly week. So I hope that helps with some options. Please do write any questions down below. I'll try and answer those in videos as well. But do remember that if you take out money now, it will have possibly very large consequences down the track. So look, if it's still necessary and you do have many years left before retirement, maybe make a promise to yourself that when you can, you will try and return that money to your fund. Another thing that the ATO has said they will be looking out for is people who withdraw the money and put it back in as a contribution. Now, they've basically said to this, don't do it. It's not something that has been provided for in the legislation. It's a bit of a loophole. They've suggested that they will be cracking down on people who do this to try and reduce income by placing money into superannuation. If you're just doing it as a stopgap just in case, I wouldn't be looking at that either. Make sure you do all your sums first before you take this out. Look, I hope that helps. If there's more information that comes to hand, I will definitely be adding that. But do remember, you are actually robbing from your future self to take that money now, but it's also there for those who desperately need it. Hope this helps.